Hello, everyone. Welcome to our next episode of Flash Forward Fridays, where you can hear about STEM in the professional world. I'm Adhvika, Operations Coordinator for the Londonderry High School Robotics team. With me today is Paul Ambler, one of our lead mentors. Paul graduated from Wentworth Institute of Technology with a degree in mechanical design. And as a project engineer for Eastprint, Paul also obtained a degree in electrical engineering from Merrimack College. He's also worked as a mechanical engineer for both Encon Evaporators and DECA. And now Paul is currently the Mechanical Design Engineering Manager for LumiraDx. Welcome, Paul.
Thanks, Adhvika.
So at a high level, what does your position at LumiraDx entail?
Well, as a Mechanical Design Engineering Manager, I'm responsible for coordinating a group of design engineers, mechanical discipline, obviously, in both the US and the UK for the development of medical device equipment.
That sounds awesome. So describe a normal day for you, and if there's any difference in your routine from before COVID-19 and during the pandemic, please describe that as well.
Sure. Well, my day can start anywhere from 3:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I deal a lot with the UK, and sometimes, like today, for example, I have to get up kind of early to work with the UK to help coordinate efforts. But basically, it's a lot of meetings. I spend time in meetings. I spend time in meetings with people of all disciplines, trying to coordinate efforts. Basically leading engineers and setting expectations, making sure that everybody understands the work that they're supposed to be doing, and that we are all working together, sometimes in different ways, but pretty much working together to come and meet the customer needs. Mm-hmm. In terms of did it change much between COVID before? I was actually hired at this job after COVID kind of hit, but I do spend sometimes working from home, as I am today, or going into the office in Waltham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so would you say your role has really changed from sort of like an engineering role to more of a managerial role in a sense, correct?
Yeah, so I've actually been doing mechanical engineering for almost 30 years. And generally, the longer you do something, the less you actually get to do of that thing, and you actually get to do more coordination. And that's actually probably, more of my job is coordination and using my experience in education in engineering to lead groups of people. So I basically pass along what I've learned, almost like a mentor. To the other mechanical engineers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So were you involved in any STEM or robotic clubs during high school or your undergraduate studies? And if so, how did that influence your career path? And did that experience provide you with any opportunities?
Wow. You know what? I actually wasn't involved in any STEM programs growing up. Boy, I wish I was. I went to school for mechanical design. I didn't really have a lot of good, clear direction growing up as a kid, but I did have an aptitude for STEM, and I actually credit. I'm kind of a huge Star Wars geek, but I actually credit seeing Star Wars way back in 1977 when Luke Skywalker picked up a lightsaber. I looked at that thing and said, "Wow, I have to make one of those." Literally actually kind of ignited that spark, no pun intended, for kind of engineering in me. And I didn't have a program or any real STEM programs to do, but consequently didn't have any kind of coordination towards STEM. But I did have an aptitude for it. Was always just sort of good at math, but I always wanted to create things, and I was always building things. Creating things. My brother and I would take apart my dad's stuff, and usually I was the only one that could put it back together. So I got into that, and one of the things I kind of picked up from that experience was really the understanding that I really wish I'd had that. I wish I'd had that kind of direction when I was a kid, and it's why I really kind of took to the programs as a mentor, to be able to share that and try to give that kind of guidance that I really never had growing up. And obviously, because I didn't have that, I made a lot of bad decisions when I was younger, in terms of kind of how I approached engineering, and, had to learn the hard way.
Well, we're very lucky to have you on the team. And finally, do you have any words of encouragement for any aspiring STEM professionals or Star Wars fans that are hoping to become engineers that are going to be watching this?
You know what I do, and it's based on my own experience, and that is, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's not a bad thing. It's how you learn. If there's anything that I want to teach the students that are on the team as a mentor, it's that it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes and learn from them. It's the single best way to learn, and that just keep trying. Just you fall, get back up, and try again. That's it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about your experience in STEM, Paul. And
Sure.
as for our viewers, we hope to see you guys on our next episode of Flash Forward Friday. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and we hope to see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.